Hey everybody, what's up? We are here with a timeless reading. Welcome. The first card that we have out is Eight of Cups. The second card that we have is the Lovers. There can be some relationship choices that are made as they're connected with the type of future that you want. I feel too like if this all has to do with a relationship that you're in currently, for some of you, you can be deciding like what's working for you and what's not. If you want to break it down on a really, really, really tiny, like micro level here, what can be happening is that there's a focus on a relationship. On the tiniest scale, what can be happening is if you have things that are going on within the relationship that you are questioning, I don't know if I like this. I don't know if this thing that I'm doing at times or these certain habits that we have bring something that I feel fulfilled by. I don't know if I feel connected with that, with this type of routine or the way that things are. There can be a desire to switch things up. Lately, I've been seeing this energy, like unless we get something big here, like the Death card, for example, I've kind of been feeling like what's going on within the energy is taking what you have and modifying it in a way that's going to fit better for you. So you feel like you have hope for the future. Because we have the Lovers here, this feels like wanting to feel like the relationship is playing out in a way where you feel connected with it, in a way where you feel satisfied with things, in a way where you feel like it is what you need, what you want to experience. So this can be, I'm looking for that. It can be, I have that, but I'm not feeling that way. And so I want to develop that within it. It can be, maybe it's not going to be this one, but it's going to be that one over there. You see, those be connected with more of the like macro choices here. And maybe this is something that needs to be seen. Like if you have certain habits within the relationship, why I keep pointing out the relationship is because we have the Lovers here. So I do feel like this has to do with interpersonal relationships, okay? So it can be one main relationship. Maybe this has to do with multiple relationships that you have. When we have Eight of Cups and Two of Swords, this can be looking into things and saying, like maybe you have a phone call with a person every Friday and you're getting to that point where you're like, I feel like it's interrupting part of my day, and I feel like when I step away from that conversation, I'm not feeling better. I'm feeling maybe distressed, or I'm feeling stressed out, or I feel like it took away from something else that I want to be focusing on. So you can be looking into that and saying, maybe there's something that I can modify there. Are there things that you're doing that you're sort of going through the motions of, but when you feel into it, there's a disconnect there? Maybe this is wanting to have that phone call and that's not happening. And maybe we can modify that and sort of insert that into the dynamic, insert that into the what's normal to be going on during the week. So there can be stuff that you want to do and say, this I feel connected with, this I don't feel connected with, and sort of go down what that is for you. Now, where the other person comes into this is, are they game for that or not? Do they want to do that or no? Are they saying yes, but then not following through? Like, what's happening with the other person's energy? But you're going to have to develop these things and figure this out for yourself first to sort of come to the table with something and say, problem solving, if I want to feel more connected, maybe less of this and more of that. So being in that place, it feels like needing to find out by being as present as possible, checking in. When you have something that's going on, when you're doing something, checking in with how you feel. Do I feel fulfilled by this right now? Do I feel connected right now? Or is this something that feels like it's pulling me apart from myself? And checking in with what those things are so then they can be modified. So then it can be the type of relationship that you want. It can be the type of experience that you want to be having with another person. So you feel like things can progress in a direction that feels like your needs are being met. And these are things that can change. These are things that can vary. Maybe before things were working for you the way that they were. Maybe now you get to this point where you're like, I don't know, something just feels like it's not really adding up for me. What can I do? Having Five of Wands does feel to me like it indicates that there's stuff that can be worked out within this, efforts that can be made. I think that too, before you, from a place of being mindful, get to a point where you can pinpoint things, sometimes it can feel like overall the whole thing, but is that really the case? Sometimes, sure, it can be, but other times, is that really what's going on? So being present and being tuned in is the way to sort of pinpoint, so then those things can be modified. Maybe there's a part of you too that's lacking some faith here as well. Like maybe feeling stuck either way a little bit. For some of you, you could possibly, there can be a more traditional route that you're going to take if you want to resolve things. Like maybe this can be seeing somebody that is a mediator of some sort. I'm saying that because the Hierophant is coming out, and this can be somebody that helps guide you through the process with this other person, because it's a relationship. There can be somebody that's coming up and helping guide you through that process to sort of make sense of things and figure out if things can be modified and if things can work better than they are now. When I say better, I mean, we start with Eight of Cups, which is like, this isn't working for me. I feel unsatisfied. I feel disconnected. I feel like not together with this. I feel like I'm not getting what I need here. What this is going to do is help you get to that point of being like, is it possible? Because we're modifying things and trying things, like, is it possible, but we just like haven't reached the potential of that? Or no, is it just incompatible and that's why? Is it possible and we just haven't collaborated enough and figured out that stuff and it can actually be what I need? Or is it just incompatible? I'm seeing Gemini and I'm seeing Taurus here. There's really a need for you to touch base and to connect with your heart and to connect with what you're feeling rather than to brush it off, to really express yourself here genuinely. Because I get this feeling overall about the relationship where it's like this feeling of things being hard to pin down, like today is good, tomorrow may not be, you know, this kind of like, am I happy, am I not happy does this work? Does this not work? But it really does feel like something is going on where you can look at it and be like, I don't like the way that things are working here, or like not working. You can feel like it needs to be more dynamic. And you can say that this is to secure the future that you want for yourself. Feeling confident, feeling like if I'm making these choices, this is my way of proactively creating the experience that I want to have, and me doing my part. So that I can understand, I can see what I need to see, and so things can move forward, rather than feeling like I'm stuck here and nothing is happening and it's just the same thing again and again and again. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.